Testing, 1, 2, 3. Dumbass.
That's a terrible title.
Seriously, what's up with the season terrible titles?
Like, no, this is really the only one that there's been a couple of episodes this season that have been kind of bad. But anyway.
But, terrible title names aside, this episode was
Hilarious.
hilarious.
Yay! A good Rainbow Dash episode.
Let's see. What did Amy Keaton Rogers do right that, well...
She wrote Pinkie Pie right. Yay! Redeemed.
Also, no plot that basically, structures the suspension of disbelief. And, of course, not a complete idiot plot. And no unnecessary villainization.
Pinkie Pie doesn't suck. That's all I'm happy about.
Yeah, but we're not here to glorify Pinkie Pie. We're here to glorify Rainbow Dash, best pony, in my opinion.
Not mine, but still. Alright.
Right.
So, anyway, let's go over the episode, shall we?
Yes.
So Twilight and Rainbow Dash at the beginning of the episode are talking about how Rainbow Dash needs to take a test, but she's procrastinating. Procrastination!
Who wrote that episode, by the way? I'm not sure.
What episode?
Procrastination.
Oh.
This is SpongeBob?
I'm not familiar with SpongeBob writers. I know Merriweather was on SpongeBob.
Yes.
And she wrote Band Geeks.
We're never gonna let it down, we're never gonna let her live it down, are we?
No, we are gonna let her live it down. That's her greatest accomplishment ever. That's any writer ever's greatest accomplishment.
So why does she keep having trouble with, French is Magic episodes?
I think she can't write ponies. I think she can write SpongeBob really well. If she went back to SpongeBob, she could probably save that. She could probably save that show.
No,
if she went back.
That itself would be a miracle.
Yes. I just don't think that she can write ponies well. She can write a few good episodes, like Wonderful's Academy, obviously. And Bats was really good. And Bats was good, too.
Yeah. Or maybe she keeps getting stuck with the bad ideas.
Nah. Anyway. So Twilight is like, alright, Rainbow Dash, if you're not gonna teach yourself, then I'm gonna teach you. So she takes her into the library to basically teach her. And there are a lot of good moments in this, especially with the highlighter. She highlighted everything.
Really? Who hasn't done that in school?
I've done it.
In fact, she even made some pretty hilarious doodles, even when of Twilight. I'm not that tall.
As if I really look like this.
Speaking of Twilight can walk on clouds now. So Alcorns can walk on clouds. Why haven't they done it before?
Who cares? Anyway, so after a little while in the classroom,
Nothing works.
Yeah. So Twilight Sparkle and Rainbow Dash are arguing, and then Fluttershy steps in. Girls, stop!
Okay, that was actually pretty nice.
Yes.
And in character, believable.
Yes.
Whatever.
And basically at this point, if you weren't convinced that this was a comedy episode, here it is.
Yeah, so apparently she decides to help out too and gets all of the pets together and Spike to perform the History of the One Bolts.
Yes. Complete with Angel Lestia and Opaluna.
How fitting that Angel's the unfavorite.
And then Celestia was watching all this. What blasphemy is this?
Why am I the rabbit? No one likes the rabbit. Why am I the rabbit?
Why am I...
Why am I not the cat?
Why is Angel cosplaying as me?
0 out of 10 would not,
Would not exist in the same universe as it.
Sure, why not? Unfortunately, the play
From
just...
Celestia's point of view, anyway.
Yeah.
But the play completely confuses Rainbow Dash.
So here comes Pinkie Pie out of nowhere.
And then starts rapping.
Such gratuitous rapping.
Yes. The best part about the rapping thing, too, is that they changed the ratio from 16:9 to 4:3, and then made the audio muffled, basically making it as if it were an actual 90s like rap video.
And yet, still no Rainbow Dash solo this episode, or ever.
Complete with actual 90s rap references. Or late 80s, I should say. Or just 80s in general. I'm not sure.
It's harmless. Don't get so crazy about it.
It was pretty funny.
And then Rainbow Dash is like, no more rap.
Yeah. So then Rarity shows up and is like, costumes. I don't really know what the point of that was, actually.
In fact, she even lampshades the fact that she's helping out, even though her predicament is like ridiculous. How are wearing costumes going to teach Rainbow Dash the history of the Wonderbolts? What was the line she said?
Wait, what line?
Yeah, basically, like, when maybe there's questions like how fashion can help.
I'm going to ignore that statement out of my want to help you or something. That was a pretty funny line.
There was a lot of funny one-liners in
Of
this
course there was.
And unfortunately, the outfits don't really teach much history. They're just
there.
Yes.
But even more there was Applejack, who did absolutely nothing except walk with her for like 10 seconds and then say, "Oh, I can't help you. I can teach you about apples, though."
Really, Applejack? This is why people treat you as a background pony. Useless.
Yes. But this time it's played for laughs. So
yeah.
So a few like diehard Applejack fans are going to be like, "Why did they make her useless?" Yeah.
Maybe that's good. Maybe that's the joke. Because what does the farmer know about the Wonderbolts?
Yeah. So then Rainbow Dash gets angsty and then
flies off.
Yeah, to go cry herself to sleep on a cloud or something.
Or back home. To her home. Twilight follows her and apparently learns something interesting about Rainbow Dash.
That she learns from her surroundings instead of actually learning directly. Like, she's a passive learner. So, good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a pretty interesting way of learning things. Because I'll much of us really learn like that.
Yeah.
See, Rainbow Dash isn't stupid. She's just Rainbow Dash.
She learns in her own way.
Mm-hmm.
So, then basically Twilight gathers everyone around, and I mean pretty much everyone. I mean, freaking, like, Cherry Berry and Berry Punch are all in on this or something. No, not Cherry Berry.
No, Berry Punch did help out.
Berry Punch and, like, a bunch of other background ponies are in on this, too.
Even the CMC and Big Mac who show up.
Yeah. So... So they basically, Twilight basically flies with Rainbow Dash to her house, and on the way there's pretty much everyone in the background reenacting the history of the Wonderbolts.
With Flutter
Lustia and Mary Luna.
Mary Luna totally makes sense.
And Flutter Lustia. Yeah, I approve.
It's gonna be a thing.
Yes, it is. There's fan art of it.
Also, Mary Luna's "No" was pretty hilarious.
No. Yeah. So basically, Rainbow Dash
learns everything apparently.
Yeah.
Takes the test and passes.
Aces it. I was kind of hoping that there would be like a B or something, that it would actually be kind of natural, but 100% for plot convenience, because.
And she was the only one in the room. And
she probably would have passed it by default then.
And
she's the only one taking it.
The episode just ends after Rainbow Dash finds out she just passed the test.
Yeah.
So does it mean she's definitely going to become a Wonderbolt? Or part of the reserves?
Who knows?
I hope they bring it up again.
I think that if they do have the Equestria Games in the finale, that it's pretty much gonna be Rainbow Dash. Rainbow Dash is in the like she's kind of, I don't know how to explain it.
Well, she's trying to join the reserves, which are technically part of the Wonderbolt, so therefore she will become a Wonderbolt.
I don't know how to explain it. Never mind.
It'd be pointless fan speculation.
Yes, it would. Why am I speculating? Yeah.
It was an episode.
Yeah.
It wasn't terrible, thankfully.
Yes.
Funny, definitely.
Yes, it was definitely the funniest episode, probably this season.
I think a lot of the humor came actually from the visual gags.
Yeah.
And then timing.
Anything else I really want to say? Well, I did have a tiny gripe from the episode. It kind of felt like there wasn't really enough substance in it. Honestly. Like all the jokes that they made, they could have stretched out a tiny bit longer, except they just condensed them into pretty much like just all funny parts, pretty much.
I think
it wasn't too bad of a problem, but I would have liked to see the jokes more fleshed out a bit.
Yeah, whatever.
For the sake of it being a comedy episode. But again, it's a minor problem.
Oh yeah, and in terms of lore, apparently the Wonderbolts have been around for a really long time.
Yeah.
I thought they'd be like a little bit more contemporary or not as like old, but they're pretty old.
Yeah. So
yeah.
Nah. I will give it another 9.0 out of 10.
It's an actually good Rainbow Dash episode this season.
Yay!
And funny. Give it a watch.
Yay.
But still no solo. Oh well, at least she passed the test with flying colors. Oh, and according to this episode, does Rainbow Dash learn on the fly?
We're ending it on that note.